Alright, so let's talk about some factoring. What we're doing is we're changing a trinomial like this that's all added into two that are multiplied together. And so what we want to do, and most of you are used to this, is that this x times this x is going to multiply back out to x squared, and then we're going to FOIL if you want to use that, but we're going to use the distributive property to multiply that all out. So these last two numbers have to multiply to the negative 15. And so we have 5 and 3 multiply to 15, or 15 and 1. And because they multiply to negative 15, one of them has to be negative. And so 5 and 3, if one of them is a negative, we'll get a difference of 2. And so if it's minus 3 and positive 5, what happens is you get x squared minus 3x plus 5x, and that gets your 2x, minus 15 when you get 5 times negative 3. And you can always double check your factoring by going back. Let's try another. So again, we want to get to the 12. And so a couple things multiply to 12. You could get 6 and 2, you could get 3 and 4, but specifically we want those two numbers to multiply to 12 and to add to negative 7. So to add to 7 would just be 3 and 4, but we want it to multiply to negative 7. So we're going to say x minus 3, x minus 4. So then you get x squared minus 4x minus 3x with a positive 12 when you multiply that all out. And that's your basic kind of factoring. So now it's multiplied, and you can multiply it back out to equal that. They are one and the same. Why don't you guys try the next few? Pause it if you need to. I'll work through it as well, but pause it. Try them out. It's got to multiply to a negative 8. So 4 and 2. And a negative 4 and a positive 2 will get you a negative 8. But add to negative 2. X and X. 25. We have 5 and 5, or 25 and 1. But we want it to be minus 5 and minus 5 to add to negative 10. Could be 2 and 2. Could be 4 and 1 that multiplies to the 4. So in this case, 2 and 2 add to 4, 4 and 1 add to 5, and there's not a minus. So this would have to be a minus in order to use the 4 and the 1. So this is what we call prime. There's no way to factor it, because neither one of them work. And that is how to do it with a leading coefficient of 1. Hopefully you got your answers. Awesome. And again, you could write this one as x minus 5 squared if you wanted to.